everyone. My name is Sharad Agarwal. I am Chief Executive Officer of Sify Infinit Spaces Ltd. Few weeks ago, we started Data Center Decoded episodes. And today we are welcoming you to the another episode of Data Center Decoded. I have with me Roopesh Kumar, who is Head of Data Center Projects in Sify. What we will be discussing with him is how data center design, build, operations have moved and grown over the period of last 25 years, and especially during last 10 years since the coming up of the hyperscale and AI-related workloads. Roopesh, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Sharad. Thank you very much, and very happy to be part of this conversation today.
Roopesh, we'll let you speak yourself, your journey in the data center world.
I jumped into the data center in 2005 when we started our third data center in Bangalore. So I started building that data center. So good that I was there from the beginning of that project, and then I started managing the operations of that data center. That is when we started our data center journey. From there, it has been very interesting because then we have kind of rapidly started adding data centers. Our Mumbai 2, then Noida 1, and then go on. So the last 10 years, I would say that it was kind of very intense. I still remember the 𝗬𝗆 data center, 2 kilowatt was a high dense rack that time. And then from there, now we are talking about 20 as an average and then 200 as the maximum kind of a rack capacity.
Let's break the journey into two phases. First, from your newbie to 2015, when the data center grew from generation to generation, where the repurposed building changed to the dedicated building, and then from 2015 to today, where it's entirely different.
When we started, it was, or we call it as a Gen 1 in our Sify language. It was kind of a shared building. Then we moved into standalone building, but still I would not call it as a complete purpose-built data centers. So let's call it as more of a brownfield kind of a development. Then we are kind of gone a full-fledged kind of a data centers. So that is how that changes happened.
But even at that time, it so happened that you ended up standardizing the pod design.
That's right. We realized that we need to kind of do something different because the scale at which we are growing, there was a need for standardizing it or modularizing it. So we call it as a pod architecture. So it was kind of becoming easy to kind of replicate it. And it also helped us to kind of control our supply chain system. So the pod, I would say that is kind of our fundamental and our basics.
So now let's move to the second phase, 2015 to today.
2015, we started the entry of the hyperscale customers in India. So that is when we started seeing high dense racks. So that is a time we started looking at a completely new way of making our data centers. So that is when we started the purpose-built greenfield data center projects. So we designed the buildings according to the requirements in terms of the building features. For example, your floor heights, your floor load-bearing capacities, and the facilities around that. I would say that maybe that is when we started looking at a inside-out design, because we, instead of fitting everything into an available shell, we looked at making the server hall first, then expand it outside, how to fit all the services, and then external part. You would have seen our DG stacks. So that is a great progress we made in our generations of data center designs.
And now how does the future look like with AI coming into the picture?
So we are still making our designs based on our pod architecture. So, and that is still valid. And I feel that will be valid for the coming years also, because the capacity would have changed it. But our basic approach of modularized the designs, that is still valid. So a single floor, we can make it a low dense or high dense by adding a number of pods. Like if a customer demands a 20 kilowatt or 40 kilowatt, your server hall shrinks and your support space expands. So that is how you are able to manage all those things into the same floor and support this growing demand of all these AI workloads.
So one challenge that comes is that you go and build a data center with an AI workloads that requires liquid cool. And at the same time, this data center should still be ready to take care of certain workloads that are coming from the air cooled. How are you innovating around that to be able to make sure that the BAU workload and the AI workloads coexist?
Interesting question, Sharad, and then I'll be happy to kind of explain that. So what we did is that we looked at these as a challenge, and then we converted that into a solution now. Our entire chiller plant room is a hybrid model now. So it can support the normal temperature as well as the high temperature. And then into the same floor, you can actually have the distribution system to support chill water and warm water.
Roopesh, that was great. What are the other innovations over the period of time that we have deployed, especially in the context of sustainability? What more innovations are you planning to deploy?
Your building management system clubbed with an artificial intelligence tools, that is kind of your nerve system now. So when it comes to a sustainability, you can control what you can monitor. So our building automation system has given us a lot of inputs on how to kind of improve our sustainability with a very clear inputs that can actually help us to take informed decisions. So for both operations and projects, that is what gives you a lot of inputs to kind of decide your day-to-day life. So all those things are kind of contributing in your sustainability part. We are one of the first to adopt this 𝗬𝗗𝗃 PLC based building automation system. And then now we have added the AI ML layer on top of that.
Has customer expectations changed in last few years? Or how do you see customer expectations changing with increased criticality and increased dependency on technology?
Customer expectation, I feel there is no limit to that, right? So the major challenge what you are facing, I would say that speed to deploy. We are able to success in that by our modular approach because we have a good supply chain supporting that. We have the designs unique. So one thing I would want to highlight, Sharad, is that our SLDs are uniform across all the DCs. So speed to deployment is one of the major aspects, and operational transparency, I would say that. Why? Because most of our customers have subscribed BMS data, so they see what we also see.
How are we innovating and aligning our operations to meet increased expectations? What is the philosophy?
I would say our philosophy is now based on 0. It is 0 equals 100. So when you given us 0, we link that with our 100, then we made that equation as that 0 equals 100. So 0 availability incident, that means actually 100% resiliency, right? So that is how we derived our framework on 0. So we are kind of integrated this into our systems also now. We have a 6-0 framework now. So starting with 0 availability incidents, that is the first one. And then I would say 0 resiliency, actually, that is the next one. Then 0 security incidents. So then the 0 safety incidents and 0 defects, and then 0 carbon emissions. So these are the major things which we are tracking. And then it is also kind of embedded into our operational metrics.
The different aspects of the data centers also involve talent, and we need to attract, develop, nurture the talents over the period of time. Your own journey had been one of the journeys, I would say, is the great talent development journey. And if you have to motivate people to take up data center as a field for design, build, operation, or any aspect, what would you tell them?
There is no limit to the data center industry. So what we are doing is that we develop people from the beginning itself. So we have a campus program, and we structured training program. Along with that, we have hands-on training program jointly done with many of the OEM. So we shown them a very clear path of growth in their career. And as you said, we have many such veterans in Sify like me who has kind of shown a very clear growth in the data center industry. And I'm sure that we can lead by that example, and then that could be very inspiring for all these young people, to pick up their career in data center industry.
Thank you, Roopesh, for your time. It was very insightful discussion.
Thank you, Sharad. It was fantastic, and for this opportunity to share my experience also. And as we are getting ready for the next wave of change in the data center industry, I'm sure that there will be a very interesting way forward.
This is great. And thank you, viewers, for tuning in and going through our conversation. We are looking forward to hosting more and more conversations, and we will run through the other aspects of the data centers in that journey, including things, issues or the challenges related with the regulatory aspect, the talent related, the construction design related, and cost and capex and the investment related. So stay tuned, and we will come back and have more insightful discussion with more guests who come with a similar kind of an experience and background. Thank you.